Why my internet is so slow?
Please let me know if you are recording because is
Yeah. Now it's recording. I already take it. Go ahead.
okay. I doing my presentation, my introduce myself. I'm Julia Adriano Espina. I'm a student of foreign language with an emphasis on English at the UNAT University. I'm in the seventh semester, and the topic that I have chosen is the woman's health. This topic is interesting for me because I feel that the current time we have as a woman, we have different attacks in different environment. For example, in the public transportation, in the familiar environment, maybe, um, in the job, in the political topics, and whatever. Okay, I'm gonna start with my explanation. And the last November 25 was celebrate woman, and this is regarding to the control and eradicate attacks against the woman or this gender. I have a question for all of you. And have you ever thought about the facing woman in the world? For example, the woman can be a leader, can be mother, can be a teacher, as I am a student, but in the same time as um, teacher in training. But I have a worker. I am working. Excuse me. I am worker in a international uh, international job, um, and different challenge has the woman in the now in this time. And but different challenge make that the woman can feel different feels about, for example, affect his mental health. And the idea is the woman can be health mentally because it's really difficult now. You can try to keep healthy in in this moment with different situation. For example, depression of the social media, when the people, for example, as influencers, all the time they are talking about the personal or his its belonging. For example, his car, his houses, or his body with different uh, uh, chirurgical, I don't know what I say, maybe operation, his body. And this is really, really difficult for whatever woman, right? But principal or most common disease are high blood pressure, because the blood has changed his movement in our body. Heart failure, for example, attack can be, the diabetes, obesity, depression or anxiety, skin problem such as acne or eczema, and menstrual problem similar to high blood pressure. These are the common disease about the problem with the stress, and the main symptoms are of the stress are depression, anger, insomnia, headache, crying, because the woman, or as a woman, can be crying all the time. For me, I have or I research the meaning of the health, and when you have health, you can three principal state for your health. For example, you can be with mind health, right? When you have a mind health, you can have good good means about maybe the life, or you can have energy to give different activities. You don't have depression, and when you have a healthy life, this is referred to healthy life in your body, physical appearance. You feel good with your personal appearance, and when you have a healthy relationship, you can have good friends, and you can enjoy the relation with other people. You can respect his right? And actually, or current in the world, the woman can suffer different situation or attacks. For example, for the reason of the cultural factors, for example, religions or cultural conditions. Um, the most recently situation was with the girl Masha Amin, was an Arabian girl. She was 22 years old, and she was dead for the police of the Moran in the airport of Iran. He had beat with the police because this girl didn't have well put her indumentary, right, for his religion. And this situation is a really difficult, because when the woman doesn't have freedom, is principal reason to be stressed. Mm, for this situation, um, many women in this country have on the street doing protest for this topic, because they need freedom to be a woman, right? And in my point of view, I think that is very, very important that the woman take time for 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 example, in my case, I try to take my own time for myself, for my take care, for practice activity, physical activity, and whatever.
Okay, Julie, that was great. Time's up. Christian, Santiago, do you have any questions regarding
Yes.
Julie's presentation?
Yes, Julie, how are their cessation affects a woman?
Excuse me.
Uh, how are decisions affect women?
Okay. Different illness can be affect the woman. Principal illness, mental illness, for example, depression, anxiety, right? And the others in our body, for example, the high pressure, high blood pressure, and menstrual problems, right? When the woman has stress.
I am classmates Julie. I have question. Um, what activities or treatments can be done to improve women's health?
Okay, the current treatment could be the participation that has the woman in the, for example, in the political life or the political environment, or the position in the job, because now you can work in as a leader in a company, for example, and this is the principal. But the other is the different places when you can go when you have a problem, for example, with your boyfriend. If your boyfriend beat you, you can go um, to the Alcaldía de la Mujer, maybe I call that, or mm, the you can find help in the um, Procuraduría or Personería of Bogota, here in Bogota, or in your city. You can find that.
Okay, Christian, have a question? Go ahead.
Okay, Julie. My question is, how does depression affect a woman's health?
The depression affect the woman health, because when the woman has depression, can be with an state, excuse me, can be an a state when the woman doesn't want nothing. For example, the woman can be in her bed uh, without illusions, without energy to do different uh, things.
Thank you.
Okay, Julie, that was great. I consider that, as I said before, your presentation is very creative, is very visually attractive, and you could handle all of those topics in a very good way. You could manage how to explain each one of these issues that affects women in the world. In general, you did it very good. Okay, and let's continue with Diana, and then with Santiago. I'm going to stop the recording.